He's very good with his jab.
Nick has what it takes to cause serious problems for Inoue.
Well, I've lost count of how many have danced off.
Personally, I'd back Ball to win this fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Nick the Wrecking Ball!
The 27-year-old native of Liverpool is rightfully considered one of the favorites among British fans. In England, boxing is loved and well understood. Nick's bright and bold fighting style excites the fans of the sport. He thrives on getting into close quarters and brawling. That is where the Brit feels at home. Nick constantly applies pressure, not allowing his opponent any rest. Once he has imposed a fight in a telephone booth, he begins to work the body, not shying away from minor fouls. He is physically very strong, and attempting to outmuscle the Englishman in clinches is a guaranteed losing tactic. He possesses a very unpleasant, heavy punch, albeit not a knockout punch. These strengths have so far fully compensated for numerous technical flaws, especially in defense. Out of 22 professional bouts, Ball has celebrated victory in 21, with 12 opponents never hearing the melodic sound of the final gong. Another fight, which we'll discuss later, ended in a draw. Nick Ball did not burst onto the boxing scene with lots of success. Starting his professional career in June of 2017, he spent 5 long years defeating opponents whose names don't mean anything to even the most seasoned boxing fans. It was only in April of 2022, in his 15th fight, that the Brit made a leap in quality of opposition, stopping sturdy compatriot Isaac Dogboe in the 6th round. The public loved it. Not wishing to slow down, by the end of 2022, the British aggressor recorded 2 more stoppage victories over journeyman Nathaniel Kakololo.
Well, I've lost count of how many have danced off, and he turned his back. He's got the stoppage. Well, he does get the stoppage. John Latham jumping in. He turned his back. Nathaniel Kakololo, he could take no more.
And Jesus Ramirez Rubio. The latter was finished in the 1st round after being knocked down not once, not twice, but 3 times.
First round, and I don't think that Rubio's going to get through it. That's twice he's been here right now. Rubio bravely trying to fight back, but he goes down for a 3rd time. And what an opening round this is for Nick Ball. And surely Rubio can't get up and continue. And he's inviting Ball to come in to have another go. Yeah, oh, it's all over, Joe. That's it. That's it. That's a stoppage. A 1st round win. Another successful defense. And Nick Ball, he'll be looking.
After some difficulties, but still managing to stop undefeated South African Ludumo Lamati in the final 12th round,
Towel comes in from the Lamati corner.
Ball opened the doors to more significant fights. In November of 2023, he proved his readiness for major achievements by passing the first truly significant test of his career with flying colors. As expected, his fight with former super bantamweight world champion Isaac Dogboe turned into a fierce and thrilling battle. However, the advantage of the physically stronger Brit, who found himself in his usual element, was evident to the naked eye. The referee seriously spoiled the impression, clearly favoring the local fighter. Notably, his outrageous decision to rule out a clear knockdown for the Ghanaian boxer in the 3rd round.
Pulls him into the corner, shows his strength. Dogboe's the type to come back, and of course, as he came in right at the end of the round. Dogboe's the type to come back, and of course, as he came in right at the end of the round. No knockdown.
While in the following round, a fall by Dogboe, more due to imbalance, was countered as a legitimate knockdown.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Nevertheless, Even without these episodes, Ball looked better throughout the fight and celebrated a well-deserved victory by unanimous decision, 116-111, 118-109, and 119-108.
That was a shot over the top, a right hand over the top there. Dogboe complained it was sort of towards the back of the head. It might have been just towards the ear. He's left. Looking to the body. Dogboe behind that tight guard. Nick Ball happy to unload. He'll keep punching all night. Firing in a double jab and then following it up with a right hand as well, Nick Ball. Good work from him. Relentless pressure from the man from Liverpool. Yeah, it's good stuff from Ball, but doesn't want to get complacent. Dogboe keeping that guard high again. Ball's going for it again. And Dogboe jabs out. Then Ball has the chance to land that right hand over the top, but this is better from Dogboe. Ball continues to chop away at Dogboe to the head at the end of the combination. Excellent work by Ball, finished off by the uppercut. Yeah, excellent. Good work there from Ball again. Jabs to the body, then jab to the head. Better response now. Yeah, he's come out as a southpaw here, Dogboe, putting his punches together. Oh, that's a good shot again from him. So that left. Look at this work again from Ball. Just maintaining that gap again, lovely stuff. And again, really tight guard though from Dogboe, but he manages to get one through in the end. Yeah, what a shot that was. It's been one-sided, but this hasn't been an easy. It's still been in there. Well, there's the final bell.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of boxing, we go to the judges' score. Nick, the Road King Ball!
After his success against the African boxer, Nick's promoter, the legendary Frank Warren, decided that his protege was ready for a title fight. In March of this year, he organized a match against the WBC featherweight champion, Rey Vargas. The bout against the Mexican turned out to be one of the toughest in Nick's career. In the early rounds, due to a significant height and reach advantage, the champion appeared to be in better form, successfully keeping the aggressor at bay with his jab. However, as time passed, Ball's tactic of constant pressure and accumulating minor fouls began to pay off.
Eerily silent here.
Yeah, sure. But I mean, I think he's boxing the way he normally boxes.
Yeah, Vargas decided to stay on the inside. Maybe. Oh, there's the right hand. He's been waiting all night for it, and he landed. What a momentum swing. The crowd's buzzing now, and there's Vargas going to the...
Vargas's endurance started to falter, and the shorter aggressor easily closed the distance, landing heavy shots that shook the Mexican.
Holding on and everything there, Vargas. He's got a hook, he's got a warning, hasn't he?
What's a smart thing to do?
It seemed that our challenger, who won the entire second half of the fight and knocked his opponent down in the 8th and 11th rounds, had done more than enough to secure the victory. And that's how it seemed to almost everyone, except the judges, who allowed the Mexican boxer to keep his title with a split decision. 114-112 for Vargas, 113-113, and the closest to the truth, 116-110 for Ball.
Vargas.
No surprise he's not thrown that shot more often. And just there, in between the last two rounds, was saying to Nick Ball just about that. This could be desperately close.
Oh, good left hook from Vargas, though. Ball looking to set him up for an attack. He got clipped first, though.
All right. Oh, Rick, maybe that's a legitimate knockdown. Any way you slice it.
3, 4,
Definite knockdown. Vargas may need to take this fight back to the streets. Yeah, Vargas is kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place. He can't really get inside and exchange with. The work rate of Nick Ball has been incredible.
Oh, jumping into attacks. That's better from the edge, still roll with the shoulders.
The eagerness to get inside and get close.
This is it, final 10 seconds. Big ball. What a turnaround and what a left hand. Does Liverpool have a new world champion? We will go.
Draw. Having proven himself, Nick didn't have to wait long for another title opportunity. On June 1st, the native of Liverpool became the world champion, taking the WBA title from the previously undefeated American Raymond Ford. The two fighters put on an incredible show, showcasing their best qualities. Nick traditionally played the role of aggressor, while the more technical Ford effectively countered. The fight was exceptionally even, and in such cases, the title usually remains with the champion. However, the judges seemingly decided to return the favor to the Englishman, awarding him a rather controversial victory by split decision, 2 scores of 115 to 113 for Ball and 115 to 113 for Ford.
Even Ray acknowledged that one.
And is this the one that decides the whole competition? What a finish!
They'll slug it out to the bell. Incredible finish! Who won? I do not know!
And new WBA featherweight champion of the world, Nick the Wrecking Ball.
On October 5th, Ball successfully defended his title in a fight against multiple world title challenger American Rios. This bright and entertaining match saw the American boxer hit the canvas no less than 3 times, ending with a victory for the British favorite in the 10th round.
A lot of power, and now he's starting to land some big power shots here. And the lead hand of his opponent. There it is there, look, right on cue, and again, whips a couple in, and they're getting through. We're going to really test see how tough Rios is here.
Able to work at his own pace, Rich. He's not rushing his work.
Will only work at his own pace, but look at the confidence. He keeps switching from orthodox to southpaw, and look at this for a sustained attack ball.
Rios going back in a straight line, pausing for a respite on the right. Destined that he will be overwhelmed in the end.
What a terrific start to the round, Paul from Ball for Ronnie Rios. And again, these are cracking shots from Ball.
Oh, fantastic. Almost out of this world. This, do you want to put yourself through what is coming your way? Here it comes again. Ball is irrepressible. Ball seems unstoppable. Ball, fighting like this, seems destined to climb to the true elite.
Yes, he is. He's actually more vulnerable when he lets his hands go, Ronnie Rios. This is a sustained attack again. Keep taking no ball. This is the big question. Again on the receiving end. Rios, for me, when he's letting his hands actually go to 2 and 3, that's probably when he's more vulnerable and open. I think he's got to stick to single shots and maybe the odd right upper block.
But he's undeterred by that. He goes over Rios, and it's going to be counted as a knockdown.
There's no more head movement, so he's just slowed down naturally. And as I say that, Paul, then look at this attack now from him. With the jab to set up the power shots that follow. Excellent.
And here comes the next salvo. The whole crowd rises with Nicky Ball. Pouring on the pressure. Rios is out of the ring.
a magnificent conclusion to the season for the hero of our video. The evening in Liverpool began with tension and anticipation. Ball, as always, entered the ring with cold determination, calm but purposeful, laying the groundwork for his offensive. Dahani, experienced and skilled, tried to pose challenges, but Ball was faster and more aggressive.
Well, hang on a second. Well, a kick wasn't aimed at Dahani.
With each round, his punches grew sharper and more powerful, as if he was burning down every inch of the ring. Dahani tried to hold his ground, but his defense began to collapse under the pressure.
The tempo slightly in this round, and that's suiting him a little bit better. Like I say, Dahani, he's very good with his jab and keeping
Dahani on the move. Maybe he's just starting to feel it from the champion.
Quicker pace, you see, from Ball. Just experimenting here now. And against a very cagey opponent now, that's better from him.
Yeah, he's starting to feel the force of these. Good response off the ropes from Dahani, and Nick Ball just had to take a breath there.
Yeah, not bad there from Dahani. And for me, yes, Nick Ball's got to raise the tempo,
Which is what he's trying to do right now, and the crowd responding to that. Then he throws the challenger to the canvas, and a shake of the head from Dahani. Michael Alexander is just going to give him a second. Right hook from Ball from a long way back. Dahani looking to land that left hand of his own. Don't think I'm taking a point off you.
A couple of good body shots as well have gone in from Ball. Now he's putting his punches together. That was a weird situation there, just spun around completely, 360 there.
Much more is left for the challenger. Can Nick Ball finish it here? He's trapped in his own corner, Dahani. And there's very little coming back. And Nick Ball can sense the finish. And Michael Alexander's right there. And Nick Ball is piling on the pressure, being roared on by this capacity crowd in Liverpool. The hometown hero looking to retain his title. And TJ Dahani. Ball marches forward, walks onto a Dahani jab. Lands a left hand, letting his hands go again. Uppercut got through. Punch after punch coming Dahani's way. Can't get out of the way of it. Michael Alexander poised. Dahani in his own corner. How much is left? Still he continues to try and fight, but there's no way he can keep in this round from the challenger. Some men would have crumbled in the face of this.
Incredible bottle, absolutely incredible from Dahani there.
The big question now is how long the corner lets it go on.
In the 10th round, after a series of heavy blows, Dahani's corner made that tough call. The fight was stopped. Ball confidently retained his WBA title, scoring a knockout and improving his record to 22-0 with one tie.
Still WBA featherweight champion of the world, Nick the Wrecking Ball.
What lies ahead for the English brawler? A rematch with Ray Vargas or fights with other champions? Angelo Leo and Rafael Espinoza? This author would not mind seeing Nick fight the Japanese monster Naoya Inoue if he decides to try his hand in a 5th weight class. Such a fight would undoubtedly be exciting.